What it is, y'all, it is your old boy Pilk, and I'm coming back at you today with, well, you guessed it, not only Dokkan, we are also talking about Physical Shugesh. Yep, this is our Friday unit. Well, I say Friday, it kind of kicks off at reset, but you get the basic idea. Physical Day. And this dude is no different than any of the units we've had before. You take any old team, doesn't even really matter which team, because they're really not, I think he's got like, what, 600, maybe 700,000 damage. For the most part, like, basically just super him with any kind of halfway decent team, and you got it. It's a done deal. So, it's found in the exact same location I showed you just a moment ago. It's in your stories, and it should be the very first thing right there. Once you go in here, you're going to pick one of these lanes. Now, I am aware that not everybody's watched the previous videos, but I am going to blast through this because we're going to be talking about this all week, and every single one of these is going to be almost identical. Now, the top lane that I just did was for the small orbs. The middle lane is for the medium orbs. The bottom lane is for the large orbs. And generally what I recommend doing is basically picking a lane that has either go by, like I did, go by the moves that you've got available. Like I had all ones, so I was like, there's no point in going further down and risking getting twos and messing up my runs. But also, if you're like, obviously just need them, obviously pick the right one, but base it basically a lot of times on what has the most available, because there are some times where the top row or the second row may have like 3 in total, and then you pick the bottom one, obviously. So plan ahead a little bit. Now when I get to this part right here, obviously I've got 2 options. This one is the end. This one takes me over to where I can get an actual dupe of Shugesh. Now, this upper path, the Nimbus path, that probably will be blocked off this weekend. So if you don't do it tonight, you're probably going to have a problem. Okay? Or I say tonight, tomorrow. You got a little less than 24 hours as of the time that I released this to finish this up. That was kind of stupid. I should have used that. In this higher path, you see you're going to get more orbs out of each one of these dots. But the big thing is, once you get to the end here, you're going to fight Shugesh. Now, interesting enough, Shugesh in this one is actually in his Ozaru form, his Great Ape form. When you see that, it is a guaranteed card drop. So we know when we fight him, we're 100% getting a card from him. Now, you can use boosts on this, and I would actually recommend it. Boosts are going to drastically increase your output. There we go. There we go. And I'm not even worried. I know that Vegito unit is weak to him, but I mean, it's not like it's not like they're not gonna hit for 600k. There you go. So 690, and they wrecked him. So that is the answer to how much damage they have. Now, as we're talking about the orbs and the collection process, someone had asked me in last night's video. That's a very good question. How many orbs do these units require? Now, I believe they're all pretty close to the same, but I will say Shugesh specifically has to have 5,790 of the small ones, 3,170 of the mediums, and 305 of the large. So you can kind of plan that accordingly. But just show you where it is one more time. If we go here to the main page, you go to Start, go to Event, and go to Story. It's right there at the top. Click on that. There's only one event you could run, and just go in there. Pretty easy stuff. And once again, like I said, so long as your units can do 600k damage, it really, and that it's even in total, you don't have to do it at one given time. That's just the total damage you have to perform. I'm going to go down here. Let's see. I'm going to do the medium row because the medium row has all of them in stock. So let's do that. Okay. Give me one more one. Yes, perfect. So that's absolutely stellar. There we go. There we go, and there we go. So, now, like I said, once I get up here, I want to gather as many of these as I possibly can, because, like I said, it's giving you 90 of those orbs. I think that's, what, 3 times what the lower level gives you? So, if you're waiting to run this on the weekends, A, you're not going to get dupes, B, you're going to take a lot more runs to complete this than you will if you do it during the week. There we go. Perfect. Got the entire top row. Let's hit this one more time. Now, let's talk about Awakening Shugesh. Okay, let's talk about that. Because when it comes to this, obviously you need the orbs, obviously you need the dupes and all that, but you are going to have to awaken Shugesh to 100% in order to get the LR Bardock. So, how are you going to do that? There's no awakening medals in here or whatnot. Now, if you watch the previous videos, you already know the answer, but I'll show you right after this. Man, look at that, 2.4 milk rate. And we got another one, too. So, that's kind of awesome. There we go. Good stuff. This will run out tomorrow night. Well, okay. It will change tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Eastern. Consider that for whatever it is you're at. And like I said, at that point, the Nimbus, all 5 should be open at that point. So you can actually pre-farm a lot of the other ones if you wanted to. But the Nimbus lanes won't be open, so you won't be able to get dupes or even card drops. So that's the thing. I'll still cover it when it drops, but don't expect anything miraculous out of it. Now, if I go up here, I go in here to special missions. Obviously, ignore those, but actually those are really good too. If we go down here to Shugesh, should be, that one's Borgos. There's Shugesh. Now, to be fair, they're all the same once again, okay? So to get the first 3 medals, you have to beat the stage 15 times. To get the last 3 medals, you have to beat the stage 20 times. So, it's a grind. Now, I'm going to be real, most of the time, I emphasize most of the time, you'll have all the orbs you need by the end of the 20th run. So it's really not that big a deal. But if you're filling out the potential system while you're doing this, it'll kind of tell you what you need anyway. But typically by the end of that 20th run, you've got everything you need. If you haven't, then you probably need to reevaluate how you're doing this. If you're like super shy. If you're like a run or 2 shy, it could be RNG. But if you're like shy, need like another dozen runs, you probably need to reevaluate this. But that's that, guys. It's pretty simple, pretty straightforward. Go out there, get your Shugesh. We'll be back tomorrow. I'll talk about all 5 dropping. Then on Monday we've got Tora. And on Tuesday, I think Tuesday we have, Tuesday is Tora. Monday is Borgos, I think. I think that's the order they go in. After that, after we finish, I think Tora's the other one. After we finish Tora, then we will have everything good to go. So stay tuned for that, guys. That is the video. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. And I apologize, my stuff's been flickering in and out, but my HDMI is flaky and my repair shop is closed. So good news that. Follow my Birdman, hit me up on Booker. I'll be back at you guys with more Dokkan Battle here. Well, 24 hours-ish.